HBO Max has released more information about how they're going to ruin Harry Potter. Of course, it was announced that they're going to do a series, a Harry Potter series, and we kind of thought, well, maybe there's going to be other characters we don't know, side plots from some of the other books. But no, they've said they're just going to remake everything.
They're going to remain true to the original novels.
With a totally new cast. You know, when they put in, Adam Sandler as Dumbledore. No, just don't do that.
I actually don't hate that idea, though.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
There is one person that comes to me for fashion talk, and that is my daughter.
Why you?
Because
I know. I love the disdain in your voice when you say that. Why you?
He didn't say it, but in his head, he's like, the guy who wears cargo pants?
Well, your wife is really adorable. Mm-hmm. Like, why not go to her mom?
But there's a very good reason. Because my daughter, who has, I think really great taste and a really good aesthetic that she kind of she has a look that she carries off throughout whatever she's wearing, right? And it's a nice look. But when she shows something new to her mom, my wife goes that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to be popular in a year or two.
Yeah, that's a mom thing.
And she shows it to me and I'm like, oh, that looks great. I love those boots. It matches your outfit perfectly. That's so you. So, I think
she gets affirmation from you and disdain from your wife.
And mom gives her. Well, it's never outwardly spoken.
Right.
Ricky, have you ever experienced this?
It happens all the time with my mom.
Yeah.
Moms have a very specific way that they want you to be. And if you are not that way, they still love you, obviously, and they'll still support you. But they're definitely not going to nurture that side of you, I guess you could say.
Right.
They're not happy about it.
You're going to get adjectives like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
They're not mad. They're just disappointed in your choices.
100%. They want you to be like them.
See, I was going to say that. That's the thing you're getting to is
yes.
I just like you to dress like me.
Yeah. My mom always wanted me to like hot pink and bedazzlements and really girly things.
And that's your mom.
And that's what
you
my
were more
mom
of a
likes.
Wednesday Addams.
Yes, I'm way more Wednesday Addams. I have my moments of like I have hot pink nails right now.
Yeah.
But that's not my aesthetic typically. Mm-hmm. But my mom never understood that. She still doesn't understand the colored hair that I do. She doesn't get the crazy pants that I'll wear or weird shirts and stuff like that.
Just let Ricky be Ricky.
She used to say all the time, she's like, are you ever going to be normal? And
No.
I'm like, no, probably
you don't
not.
say that kind of stuff.
She always said it in a loving way, but that's also because she
Don't
thought
be.
that hot pink and bedazzlement would be more normal.
At least she didn't say things like, you're not leaving the house looking like that.
No.
For everybody out there, I just say and I say this as a compliment, wear your freak flag proudly. Whatever it is you are.
Be happy being you.
Love it, right? I kind of think maybe this is the female equivalent of the father who wants their son to live out their unfulfilled sports dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And that's why they become a
guy who
little
yells
league
at the coach or yells at the referee or the umpire.
Yeah.
And you're it's time to practice. I don't care if your arms are tired. Come on. You're gonna live out my unfulfilled dreams.
Very good comparison.
That's it, see? Boys, dads will, physically bother you. Moms will just, mentally attack you.
Verbally.
Just jab you in the mind.
Yeah.
They're strategic.
They'll just leave your brain bruised, is what they'll do.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. I love it when scammers get caught. There was a guy in Washington State that was calling people at random, claiming to be Sergeant Darren Moss from the Pierce County Sheriff's Department, saying that they owed fines and they had to give him money or gift cards.
Oh, those scammers. That kind of scammers, they're out there.
But he accidentally called the real Sergeant Darrell Moss from the Pierce County Sheriff's Department.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
Are you Sergeant Darren Moss? Me too. Weird. So I love that.
Ridiculous.
Zach.
Just an update is that after the expulsion of 2 of the House representatives that happened last week, yesterday, Justin Pearson out of Memphis was reinstated after a unanimous vote in Memphis. So now Justin Pearson and Justin Jones are back to work already.
Yes, they are.
Stephen Colbert had a joke last night. This just in. Both Justins are just in.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Everything's right again.
Yep. Jim?
So Target is bringing back their very popular car seat trade-in program. Starts Sunday, goes through the end of the month, about where you can bring in your old, expired, or damaged, broken car seat to your local Target, and you can trade it in, and they recycle it, and they do it the right thing environmentally with it and stuff. And then they give you a coupon for 20% off, like another car seat, stroller, baby gear, that kind of stuff that you can use up to 2 times, over the next month or so.
Cool.
Good deal.
So,
keep your children safe.
Yeah, don't use a broken one or, whatever. If your kid outgrows it, it's time to get one that fits them properly.
107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning is tuning in, talking about weird parent rules. Talking to a guy who said his mom would not let him cover his mouth when he sneezed or coughed because he didn't want to get germs and dirt on his hands as opposed to spreading germs
everywhere.
Gross.
We thought, any other parents have any kind of weird rule like that? Haley is in Russellville. Hey, Haley.
Hey, good morning.
So what did your parents do?
So when we were younger, we were not allowed at night to have the dome lights on in the vehicle because our parents, quote unquote, could not see when they were driving. And so I remember the first time as now a parent, my little one was like, Mom, I can't see. I need the light on. I'm like, I can't see either if I do that. And I panicked to realize that it made no sense. Like I could see at night even with the inside lights on.
Yeah, with the dome light. Yeah.
My parents used to say that it was illegal to drive with it on. And then it wasn't until I was, I think, 23 that I learned that it was never illegal.
Yeah.
And I was like, these people.
I don't know. I'm sticking up for drivers because, like, at night, your eyes close if there's bright light near you, so it's harder to see out while you're driving.
Maybe your parents had cataracts and they needed, like, not the light behind them to distract them.
Maybe.
Yeah, that would be the only answer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Haley. We got a text. This is pretty funny. Saying, my mom told us not to watch food cooking in the microwave because it would make us stupid.
Oh.
Apparently, the waves from the microwave would affect your brain.
I remember at one point, my Didi used to tell me not to stand too close to it when it was on.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was like, don't stand too close to that while it's on.
I think like in Mapco's or 7-Elevens where they have the little microwave you can heat up your burrito in.
Right.
If you had they say it used to affect pacemakers. So I think they just assumed that hurts everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's mostly if you're like, you have something implanted in you.
Yeah.
I think is the only like real thing. The rest
She used to always say, I still don't go near the microwave when I'm eating something. I heat it up and I walk away.
Like, I think that's bull, but I'm not taking any chances.
Just in case.
Denise is in Nashville. Hey, Denise.
Good morning.
So what'd your parents tell you?
Yeah.
In order to get us to eat the crust on our sandwiches, my mom would say we had to do that because that's where all the vitamins were.
All the vitamins
All
were
the vitamins in the crust.
So you must.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Crust was a
So
must.
we must eat the crust.
We must eat the crust.
I'm going to start chanting. I want to make signs like that say that. Must
That's
eat the
actually
crust.
a
That's
great
awesome.
Tactic for your mom because then she doesn't have to cut the crusts off the sandwiches.
That's the
Exactly.
which is just time consuming.
That's the underlying agenda. We have Amanda on the
Genius.
You also have a crust story.
Yes. So my mom specifically used to make me eat the crust on the bread too. She would never cut the crust off, and she told me it was because it would make my hair grow longer. And obviously, as a little girl, I always wanted my hair grow long, and I didn't realize she was lying to me until I was like in my early 20s, and I was babysitting a little girl, and she asked me to cut the crust off, and I didn't want to. And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, it makes your hair grow longer." And I paused for a minute, and I was like, "My entire life is a lie." The entire time.
I mean, did you grow long, pretty hair?
I did.
Well, maybe Mom was right.
Maybe it was due to the crust, Amanda.
Oh my God. Your mom was like a demon. She manipulated you through using
Moms
your
are good at it.
wildest dreams and aspirations for long hair.
I know. And now I kind of admire her now that I'm older.
Oh, yeah.
She's that I'm my daughter.
It's like evil genius
You have
status.
daughters, now you can start giving them lies that will haunt them the rest of their lives.
It's a lie, but Mom, I got to give it up to you. That was pretty good.
We got a text from Ruth saying we were not allowed to break open Oreos and eat the middle. No reason. We just weren't allowed to break them up. We had to eat them whole.
That's such a sad childhood.
Right?
Yeah.
But she does say that now when she has kids now, she encourages it.
Okay,
So
good.
She's rebelling against the rule.
We
I love
encourage
that.
your Oreo freedom.
See, I always get triggered by Oreos because my sister would always just scoop off the cream in the middle and eat it with a spoon and just hand me the cookie. So it wasn't until I was like 11 that I knew there was stuff inside an Oreo.
That's way more depressing.
so
actually.
sad.
Yeah.
And I've never forgiven her.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Woody, do you need a minute?
Yes, I do. Jason is in Mount Juliet. Hey, Jason.
Good morning.
So what'd your parents do to you?
What'd they say?
Well, I had two things. One, we couldn't watch TV in the dark because that would make us go blind.
I kind of remember hearing that.
I seem to remember that too.
Yeah, I think my parents said that at least once.
We got a brand new Curtis Mathis TV that sat on the floor. You know, it was wood paneling and it was this big, and then didn't last that very long, and then you use it as another TV stand. But anyway, the second thing was the whole microwave thing. I think we got this in a combo. I don't know how my parents did, but we had like a massive microwave.
Yeah.
That weighed extreme, I guess, when microwaves first come out. But we couldn't look at our food cook. We would either go cross-eyed or blind, depending on the day, whichever parent wanted to say what they wanted.
Depending on the day.
How they were feeling.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you go cross-eyed. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you just go
They
blind.
never did stop me because I still sit there and watch my Pop-Tart cook. You know, it's like, I haven't gone blind yet. Neither one of those made me blind. I don't know.
I love that your parents cared so much about your vision.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I was like, I don't care what y'all are saying. I want to watch this thing cook, and I'm going to watch it, and then I want to take it to my room and watch TV in the dark. I don't know.
Wow.
A rebel.
What a rebel you are, yeah.
Double
We appreciate
ignoring of the
Jason. That's
rules.
awesome. Got a text from Julie saying that her mom would make all her friends wear socks in the swimming pool because she was afraid of toe fungus getting in the water.
What in the world?
Isn't that kind of what you have chlorine for and all
I
that
just
kind
got
of stuff?
goosebumps all over my body. The thought about trying to swim with wet
socks
on
on?
my feet.
Oh, I got it from the idea of fungus floating around.
Yeah.
Both are really nasty.
If you got a fungus problem,
Yeah.
fix the problem. Don't do socks.
Maybe call a doctor.
Yeah. For everybody.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
All right, raring to go for the ladies in the audience. We have Jessica in Colombia. Hello, Jessica.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, girl.
Very perky. For the guys, we have Mace in Nashville. Hello, Mace.
Good morning.
Hello.
All right, we have a get acquainted question to limber up with.
Yeah, Jessica, tell us the last thing you saw or read that fascinated you.
Well, I'm a mom of two kids, and yesterday my son has this little roller coaster toy outside, and he's only 17 months old, and he was pushing it up and down the roller coaster and doing it all by himself, so it just fascinated me that he did it all by himself.
Look at him go. What's his name?
Miguel.
Give him a big old hug
Excellent.
from us.
That's an awesome name.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's a fun thing to be fascinated by.
Yeah.
What about you, Mace? Last thing you saw or read that, fascinated you?
Super random, but apparently pigs are unable to look up at the sky.
Yes.
Pigs can't
Pigs?
look up.
I learned that from TikTok.
Pigs can't look up?
Yeah, apparently not.
Wow.
That's what they say.
Okay.
I don't have
need
a
to know
pig, so
why.
I can't actually tell you for sure.
So they're-
but I saw it on TikTok, so it's got to be real.
All right.
Completely safe from, looking at a, solar eclipse.
So, yeah.
Okay.
If you want your pigs to look up, you have to, roll them over, I guess.
Well, let's get to the game. Remember, each of you have a screw you can use. If you don't know the answer to a question, just yell out screw before the buzzer, and we'll give it to your opponent.
Here we go. Multiple choice. Jessica, is the University of Alabama's mascot Big Al a tiger, an elephant, or a rooster?
An elephant.
An elephant.
Nice.
You are correct.
All right, Mace. Is Kim Kardashian scheduled to join the next season of Riverdale, American Horror Story, or The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
American Horror Story.
Yes.
Sir.
Got it.
All right, Jessica, bounce back with this one. In the DC movies, Chris Pine played Steve Trevor, the boyfriend of what superhero?
Screw.
Okay. Mace, Steve Trevor is the boyfriend of what superhero?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
That is correct. Screw worked against you
I'm
there.
not a superhero person.
I didn't know that one either, Jessica.
Okay.
It's a 2-1 game. Mace has the lead. If he gets this one, there's no coming back for Jessica.
What cosmetics company uses the slogan, because you're worth it?
No idea.
It's L'Oreal.
L'Oreal. All right, you can tie it up here, Jessica. The Comic-Con Sci-Fi Convention happens every summer in what Southern California city?
San Diego.
Yes! That is right. Good job. You got it. You tied it up.
Okay, Mace, if you get this one right, you have a victory. If not, we go to overtime.
All right, Mace. Yellowtail is a brand of what?
Wine.
Yes. Sorry, Jessica. You were so excited.
I know. It was such a pleasure to have both of you. But Mace is our winner.
Congrats.
I was secretly hoping we get to do the Louis Capaldi tiebreaker again. Yes, see? Jessica was ready for that.
Wait, just a quick FYI. I looked up why pigs cannot look up, and the answer is because the way that their bodies evolved in a way to prioritize food, their necks don't bend enough for them to look up at the sky.
So they're
Oh my God, that's why I can't look at the sky either?
Yeah.
That's right.
We're all just looking down at our food.
Yeah.
Bottom feeders.
Food is the reason why.
Congratulations, Mace, for winning the game. You got tickets for Supercross at Nissan Stadium.
What you got?
This story made me laugh really hard this morning because apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger decided to take it upon himself to fix a pothole that's in his Los Angeles neighborhood.
I saw a picture of that.
A lot of people will take it into their own hands and do it, yeah.
So he posted a video of himself filling the pothole, and come to find out, he made a big oopsie.
Oopsie.
Because it actually was not a pothole. It was a service trench related to an active and permitted work by the local gas company.
No.
Oh, so he messed with like a gas company's project.
Tonight is the first night of Eras Tour post Joe Alwyn Taylor Swift breakup. So she's going to be performing in Tampa tonight, and a lot of people are really upset with their school superintendent because they are warning teenagers that are going to the Taylor Swift concert tonight that if they miss school tomorrow, then they're going to be punished.
That is so dumb.
I know. They literally said, and she used Taylor Swift lyrics trying to make it cute. I'm like, that's not cute.
But with a threat? Yeah. Not cute.
She was like, I understand I am the anti-hero here. Call it what you want, but you're on your own, kid. If you think being a Swiftie is a good excuse for missing important instruction, you know all too well you should have said no to attending a Thursday night concert, especially one from an artist who's known for putting on a 3-hour show.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. First off, I just want to say, if I was a teenager and if I went to a concert and if my mom told me, like, you don't have to go to school the next day, then let me tell you, Mr. or Mrs. Superintendent, I'm not going to freaking school.
If mom and dad say it's
I'm way more afraid of my parents than I am of you. And they told me it was fine.
And one day is not going to ruin your education.
I am outraged.
And how are you going to know if I'm out because I went to the Taylor Swift concert or if I have a stomach bug?
Because you probably post about it like crazy.
True.
Okay, solid point. I forgot about social media.
I got the stomach bug at the Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah. I got really, really sick. So that's wild.
So dumb. Let kids have some fun.
Yeah.
I also thought it was pretty crazy that like the visitors board in Tampa is saying that they're going to collect nearly $1 million in taxes this weekend just from Taylor Swift being in town because
Makes
of
sense.
hotels, meals, drinks, all of the things that people are going to be buying.
Now, unlike us, they're getting one show.
They, I think they have 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have one of the rare 3 show appearances for Taylor.
Because we're special, y'all.
Yeah.
She loves us more. So yeah, if you want to see all the details on this and all the comments that from like the school students, they're outraged. Follow our Facebook page.
I'm outraged. I don't even live there, and I'm not even in high school.
I want to drive there and yell at them.
I really do.
Ricky's going to write a letter to Addison Davis.
A very strongly worded
Strongly
letter.
worded email is coming your way, Tampa. 107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. Went on a trip to deliver gifts that we gave away last week. My unwanted Amazon purchases.
Yes.
People called in and won them. We let them pick packages. And, current situation right now is we're kind of squatting in somebody else's building. We don't have a receptionist or any way to have people drive to the station to pick up prizes. So I thought, I'll just deliver them myself.
You were the Middle Tennessee Santa
Just
yesterday.
like Santa.
I was. And
that's when you realized
that all the people that
incredible
won
reach
were really far
of the radio station that we reach people who live far out of the Nashville metro area.
Most of the people who live far away won the prizes I had to deliver.
Well, they're the best listeners.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Yesterday I went to Laverne. That's, kind of on my way home. A nice lady named Lupe won a Batman hat. And I'm sorry, I'm much too white to be able to correctly pronounce her last name.
Okay.
And then I was off to Westmoreland.
Where is that?
It's about 3 feet from Kentucky.
Yeah. It's a far north Tennessee.
Yeah, it's like if you went to Lebanon and just kept going.
Okay.
Just kept going. And
kept going.
I delivered the cat backpack that I bought for my cat, but I decided I didn't want to use it because I didn't want to get blood all over myself.
Probably a good call.
Cat would not be volunteering to get into the cat backpack. So I delivered it to Westmoreland to some people that were not home.
And you made it to the ring cam.
Yes.
Yeah, I was literally sitting at my house yesterday, and I got this text from Michelle, the listener that won, and she goes, "We were dying at this. Thought you had to see it." And so it's the ring video of Woody walking up on the front porch to deliver the backpack.
Door right now. But if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Here's Woody about to leave his message.
Hello, this is Woody from 107.5 The River. I am leaving your cat backpack on your porch. Have a great day. Enjoy your trip. They're actually going on vacation. That's why they weren't home.
Then he walks away and it's just on the
home to a
front
nice
porch.
gift.
Then it's just like 2 minutes of Woody doing something. I don't know what he was doing, but he was on the front porch of their house for like 2 minutes.
I was in plain view of the cameras. I wasn't doing anything nefarious.
Well, why were you there for 2 minutes longer after you dropped it off?
I was just relishing the moment.
And he was enjoying the
having
beautiful.
a nice moment.
It was a lovely view. It was a nice day. It was nice, like farm country out there. It was nice.
It's gorgeous.
Today I'm making 2 trips. I'm going north. I'm going to Springfield. A nice lady named Candy, who is a elementary school teacher. I'm going to deliver the lovely gold jacket, the fashionable jacket that I gave away.
Pretty fabulous.
I'm taking it to her school. She'll probably be in class, and then I'm going off to Jolton, which is about 1 inch from Kentucky.
Yeah. Oh, I've been to Jolton many times.
Yeah, I'm giving away a case of cat food and probably spending gas money that would buy 18 cases of cat food.
Not all heroes wear capes. So, Woody, we appreciate your dedication to our listeners and their fabulous prizes.
To putting in their hands the crap you didn't want from your garage.
Hey there, Woody and Jim Show 107.5 The River. Can't buy SZA tickets until tomorrow, but you can win a pair right now. 615-737-9107. Good luck. HBO Max has released more information about how they're going to ruin Harry Potter. Of course, it was announced that they're going to do a series, a Harry Potter series, and we kind of thought, well, maybe there's going to be other characters we don't know, side plots from some of the other books. But no, they've said they're just going to remake everything.
They're going to remain true to the original novels.
With a totally new cast as all your favorite characters. And I guess they're going to do it 7 books over 10 years.
Wow.
So 10 consecutive seasons telling the same story, but with a new cast. And supposedly into greater detail of like Hogwarts and maybe things they didn't have time to do in the movies.
They shouldn't mess with Harry Potter.
I mean, at least J.K. Rowling is the executive producer.
Yes. But we're so fascinated with those characters and the people who played them. I think if they just throw other people in there, I don't know.
It's definitely going to be weird to see somebody else portraying Harry Potter. Because I'm going to be like, wait, where's Daniel?
Yeah.
It's going to be really weird.
I know. I'm kind of hopeful that that they're going to do a good job with this because obviously I have a love affair with the original movies. And I don't want them to be destroyed, but I would kind of like more Harry Potter and like more detail. I love the books. There's so much in there, so maybe it'll be good. They did say that they were willing to do whatever it took, money-wise or whatever, to make a good series.
I feel like 10 seasons is a lot, though.
It sure is.
the fact that you're going to do it for that time period, I'm assuming it's going to start from when they're the very first book, from when they're super young.
Yeah.
They're not going to be the same actors in 10 years, though.
Well, yeah.
Like, you're going to have to change actors again. How many times over 10 years of doing this? Like, it's going to be really weird.
The thing that House of the Dragon has done over one season, where they just kept replacing the actors to,
it's going to be weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Right. And I also wonder, like, they say 10 seasons, but on HBO with shows like, House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones and all the other successful ones, like, it's not like they come out once a year like old network TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you could have a season, but then you have probably wait a couple years for the next season. So it could take 20 years for it to
Right, it could take
out.
even longer, I think it's dumb.
Yeah. The casting is going to be, when they put in, Adam Sandler as Dumbledore. No,
I actually don't hate that idea, though.
That sounds fun.
I am intrigued
Make
now.
it into a crazy madcap comedy.
That I would watch.
All right,
Like
sure.
a total spoof of it,
All
I
right.
would watch that.
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, there's some ideas. If anybody uses them, they owe people on the show money.
Yes, that's right.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Apparently, China, who are being very secretive about everything, are planning to build a moon base. Not if we get there first and call dibs. Because that's how it works, I think.
Oh, okay.
Dibs.
There's a TV
Very
show
simple
on
process, apparently.
Apple Plus called For All Mankind, in which they kind of like do dreaming of an alternative reality in which we are fighting to get moon bases, set up
Maybe it's
against
gonna
our
be
enemies.
China says that they're going to use it with making bricks out of moon dust that apparently they can squish into bricks.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
They said it'll happen within the next 5 years.
That I guess
Maybe.
we'll see.
Ricky.
Not if we ban it.
So the first high-profile Twitter account has decided that they are quitting Twitter altogether. NPR.
Oh, okay.
They and their 52 official Twitter feeds are no longer going to be on Twitter because Elon Musk made them label specific entities on the platform, and he labeled NPR as state-affiliated media.
Right.
Which NPR was not happy about because they
not.
also used that for propaganda outlets in Russia, China, and places like that.
Oh, Elon.
So after a back and forth with Elon Musk, he then changed it to government-funded media, which is still pretty much incorrect, considering that it's a nonprofit company. When it comes down to it, they get less than 1% of their annual budget from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which is a federally funded entity.
Technically correct. Not much money goes.
Right.
It's technically correct in the sense of like the most ridiculous way possible.
Yeah.
Less than 1%.
He just doesn't like
in
them.
order to that's what this is coming down to. It's not like he's trying to give out facts about anything. He just doesn't like NPR for whatever reason. So they're no longer going to be on Twitter. We'll see if this creates more people wanting to not use Twitter. Obviously, as he keeps labeling people in strange ways, they may leave altogether. Also, everybody who had a blue check mark beforehand, like legacy check marks, they're all going to go away, I believe, in a few days if you don't pay for them.
I've seen some people already tweeting that they've lost theirs.
And
So it's slowly rolling out that people are already losing their check marks if they have legacy check marks if they're not going to pay for Twitter Blue. So a lot of people are going to leave Twitter is basically what this is coming down to. It's not looking very good for Elon right now.
I've got my blue check mark. I don't care if they take it.
Yeah, I mean, if you buy them,
Okay.
then they mean nothing anyway.
Yep.
Exactly.
Jim?
So there's one girl who's blowing people away on TikTok because she's helping them bring back super fond memories because she introduces TikTok to her famous mom, Elizabeth Daly, who you won't recognize by her name, but you will recognize her from her voice.
So this is my mom. She also happens to be the voice of Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. Powerpuff Girls, Buttercup. Listen, Mojo Jojo, I'm gonna whoop your hiney. And many other things we all grew up listening to.
Wow. That's crazy.
People are loving it. If you want to see it, I've reposted it on the Woody and Jim Show Instagram story, and you can see the voice behind some of your favorite childhood shows.
That's pretty cool.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
This is a really cool story. There's a dad in northern Canada that found out that his 16-year-old son needed a kidney transplant. And by the blood work and everything, he qualified. But they have a stipulation: if you're going to donate a kidney, you have to be in good shape.
Okay.
He weighed 280 pounds and decided over a few months he was going to lose that weight. So now he is down to 195, and the actual kidney donation is scheduled for next month.
Oh, cool.
That's amazing.
He lost enough weight so he can donate his son a kidney, and they can live a happy life.
And then they'll both be healthy and happy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
If you want to see him and his son together, and also his before and after picture when he lost the weight.
That's impressive.
You can follow Woody and Jim Show on Twitter. There's posted pictures right there. That's really sweet.
Great motivation.
I know. That's dad love right there.
I would not mind going to the gym as much.
Yeah. If you're motivated properly like that. That's what's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Talking about this yesterday in a later portion of the show, and we got some interesting responses, and people keep telling us their interesting moments as delivery drivers. This one's a talkback from the iHeartRadio app where people just press the microphone as they're listening on the app.
All my DoorDash drivers will know it is the creepiest experience to pull up to a completely dark house in the middle of the night delivering those people's food. Or if it's a really, really dirty house, it is the creepiest experience.
Oh.
Yeah.
People got to be nicer. You're supposed to put your lights on outside.
Leave your porch light on if you're having food delivery at least. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Usually if you have no lights on, that's like what you're doing when you're hiding from
if you don't want trick-or-treaters coming to your house or something like that.
Or relatives.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, and also, there's things in your yard they can trip on. You could end up with a lawsuit.
Exactly.
Yep.
So watch it.
I do have a personal experience of my wife's that she's, probably told to a therapist like 50 times. But when
Jim thought he'd share it with all of us.
So I'll just share it with everybody.
Yeah, why not?
I was bound to know, secrecy. When she was a kid, her and her brother used to deliver newspapers, and they were attacked by a goose.
Goose!
They're a mean bird.
There was an attacked goose at one house. He lived there. He was their pet. He stayed in their yard, I guess, but very territorial.
Yeah, geese hurt when they bite you.
Yeah, and so then they refused to deliver papers to the lady with the goose.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Keep your goose inside next time, okay?
I remember when I was a kid, me and a buddy were hired by a video store to hand out flyers. You would walk around the neighborhood and put them in people's mailboxes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went to like 2 blocks and 2 dumpsters, and then we were all done.
Nice.
That's right. Statute of limitations. I can't be charged with it now. Sorry.
that store. You're the reason video stores went out of business, mister.
Yeah. Although, Blockbuster out of business, I can't complain. Now, you were a Uber driver at one time, Zach.
Yeah, I used to drive for Uber and Lyft, and I picked up these very kind girls. They got in my back seat, and they, were going, I guess, to this party because they were dressed up, had on, cocktail skirts, everything.
Nice.
So we pull up to the house, and it was this mansion, something I had never seen before. So
right out
big.
of Hollywood, but it was here.
It was over in Belmead, Green Hills area, so old money.
Nice. Fancy.
So I pull up to the house and I was like, oh my God, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, well, it's my grandfather's house. He's having a party. He created the credit card swiper.
Oh, so he's got money from way back.
So I literally turned off my app and was like, I'm coming. And so I went to the party with them. Because the house was so nice, I had to go.
I'm off the clock.
Did they invite you or did you invite yourself, Zach?
Well, I invited myself, but they didn't say no.
Okay, that's what I thought. Had to make sure.
Yeah.
Definitely invited myself.
Anybody that knows Zach knows he's invited himself to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So Zach.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.